Yo guys, what's up, it's Krypz and welcome to another Destiny 2 fashion video. So today I'll be showing you the new seasonal ornaments which you can get from this season's pass. Now this is towards the end of the pass and I went and grinded up to 97 so I can show you all the ornaments for all three classes. So please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. So yeah, I will split this video into segments so you could skip ahead to whichever set you really want to see. I'll basically be showing you what the armor looks like, what it really pairs well with, and some shaders I really like on it. But anyways, we're going to get straight into the hunter set here. So here it is, got a bit of a steampunk look to it. I'm going to look over each of the pieces and then show you some shaders on the whole set after. So we're going to move on to the helmet first. It's not too bad, it's got a bit of an arachnid look to it, a bit like the tangled web here. The tangled web also glows with some shaders, and this ornament definitely is a step up improvement from the Lightkin, as you can see here. So here's the difference. I really do like the steampunk look of this helmet, and it shaders very well. The whole set is fully shaderable. It just looks really nice with any shader really. Although to be honest, this personally isn't one of my favourite pieces of the set, and it would have been nice to see some like little glow line going across the face, but I can definitely see this working with like the scatterhorn pieces or even the tangled web armour. So anyways, moving on to the arms here. Now this is one of my favourite pieces of this set. As you can see, the knuckles here, we have a cool shoulder play with a bit of spikiness to it, and it's actually symmetrical with more of an exposed side with these nice glow lines going through. Now these glow lines can shade, as you can see, no matter what shade I put on them. It's a really nice set of arms, has some nice wraps here. Now like I said not long ago with the helmet, the tangled web could work really well with the helmet. Steeplechase could also work pretty well with this. I don't see this looking too bad either. But to be honest with you, I think these arms are absolutely amazing, that you should definitely try and incorporate them into a set. Then moving on to the chest piece. So again, we're following on from the arms. The glow does match quite well, so it's going to be hard trying to pair anything else with this. Now I do think this chest piece looks quite nice. Now this will really help enhance like a steampunk look. You could even change the arms, but the chest plate definitely works very nicely. You can make some like tangled web look like this, although you will have some inconsistency with the glow coming through to the right and having nothing there. Now you could also try to incorporate the Lightkin arms. These have some nice fur patterning on them, and actually the wraps here match very much of the chest plate there. So there's like kind of a good mixture. Obviously you'd probably want to change the cloak, as I'll show you later on. Then here are the boots. Now I did try this with Omnioculus to see if it would like, you know, sort of help the look, but unfortunately on Hunter the chest plate is still too bulky, so I do hope Bungie do add an ornament for it. But like I said, it is fully shaderable. Unfortunately there is not much of a glow to these boots. As you can see on the thigh here, there's a very thin glow line. That's pretty much all the glow you're going to get from this. And here is the Lightkin, in case any of you were wondering. It's definite step up improvement from it. I don't think there's any reason to use this over that. And then the cloak, which is my favourite piece, mainly because it's very unique like wire design on the end here. It's just a bunch of like wires coming down and just having these nice glow lines coming through, and then having these nice wraps come up the top. And again, obviously these shade up perfectly again. It's a bit scuffed on some shaders, but it still looks really nice with the glow lines. But also we have the Lightkin from obviously the 6-player activity. The Lightkin set looks just as good as this, offering a very unique fur design. Now you could try and pair some of the Lightkin with these ornaments here, and as you can see you could try and create some sort of like fallen scavenger type look. It looks really nice. Obviously you'd want to chuck on some shaders, but I definitely say the Lightkin with the ornaments definitely flow extremely well together. Now as for some other armor, we have the tangled web on the arms and cloak here. You can also change this up for scatterhorn. So as you can see, you could obviously try a nice look with the prodigal helm and cloak as well. Anything scavenger like though really will just flow super well with this set. Like here we have some of the steeplechase pieces as well. I put the boots and the cloak. You could also check on the arms if you really do like them as well. So yeah, as you can see in terms of armor, it is absolutely amazing. I'd highly recommend getting this if you can. It can flow with so many different pieces and is great for like a scavenger look or even like a full steampunk look. And if any of you are wondering how the stompies would look in a set, use the Astrostrides ornament with the ritualism shader, which is the same shader that's on the armor already. This doesn't look too bad, but honestly I'd pick the R3 treads. The more I've worked with this, the more I've found that R3 treads look really good with it, whereas Astrostrides can sometimes look a bit off, although here they don't look that bad. So really, if you do have the Astrostrides or like the R3 treads, then they will look pretty good. As for turbo kickers, there's not enough of a secondary colour for it to match too well, although if you did run like a really dark shader, then you could try and make it work. Now I will be making another video showing shaders which I didn't show today. I'm just going to show some really popular shaders today that you all might want to see. Now if there are any shaders that you want to see that I didn't mention, please comment down below and I'll try and feature them in a future video. So I want to show the new Crucible shader for reaching rank 10 in Valor. It's a nice white and red and offers a nice light blue glow. Doesn't look too bad overall. Here is the new Techno Fusion shader. It's a nice green and pink. It's not too bad, although the default shader for this is Ritualism, if in case any of you are wondering. This is from rank 40 in the past as well, and I believe this is from rank 10. But anyways, here's Armature from last season's pass, and I honestly don't think it looks too bad on this. Now here's Abyssinian Gold for any of you that want to see like a really dark look. Has a nice red glow. It's something I definitely recommend if you want like an almost black look. Then here's War Weary. It does not go a full white in case any of you are wondering. It does add these orange bits throughout. Then here's Horizon's Blush, one of my favourites to use on this set. This is from the Season of the Hunt pass. I personally think this is really good because it's like really nice for like a scavenger look. And here's Carbon Blood, which can sometimes be sold in the Bright Dust store. It's a nice black and red with some white glow and also some white cloth. Then we have Horizons Beyond from the Season of Arrivals pass. Again, I just really like this for like a dark rusted look or even like a steampunk look. It adds a nice blue glow. Now here's Rivalry Resolute for any of you which are wondering how it shaders as an all white. Unfortunately it can't with this shader either. It does make the cloth blue. Then here's Amethyst Veil, adds some dark blues to the cloth and a purple glow. Overall does not look bad whatsoever. And here's 44 Steel, nice brown look. So if you do want to go with a steampunk look, I highly recommend this. This is from Eververse Engrams. Then finally I'm going to show Descent of X-Chrome, a very nice rusted look for this set, and this can currently be purchased from the Glimmer bundle in the Eververse archive. And also from this bundle I want to show you all monochromatic for a nice white and black, and Golden Trace for a nice gold. Then here is Metro Shift, which is basically like a cleaner version of Amethyst Veil, and here is Arctic Pearl as well, which is also from the bundle and offers a nice purple and white. Now if I didn't show a shader that you wanted to see, please comment it down below as I will be making a separate video showing better shaders for this set. I just want to show some of the most popular shaders here so people can understand how it shaders. So now moving on, here is the Titan set. As you can see here, we got the nice glow lines going throughout the whole set, traveling through again. So I'm going to do the same as we did with the Hunter and just go through every piece and then show you some shaders. I'm not a huge fan of this set to be honest, because I'm not into like the full bulk of a Titan, especially how oddly shaped some of these pieces are. So yeah, as for the helmet, it's actually quite a bit wider than the old Eater of Worlds gear, although it isn't as high, but it is quite wide. So it will be quite awkward to fit on like slimmer chest plates. But it is nice that it is fully shadable, as well as the eyes here. And obviously we got this little antenna coming off the top with again like the steampunk sort of theme to it. Like I said, the scatterhorn pieces will probably work really well with this again. And here is the helmet for Lightkin in case any of you are wondering. I still haven't been able to obtain this helmet, it's the only piece I'm missing. This definitely, for me, the ornament is much better. It is very odd with how it shaders on the Lightkin armor. That's why I do prefer the ornaments for the Titan. So then moving into the arms. These are the pieces I don't like, mainly because it's a bit disproportionate. I don't like this right shoulder plate as much, but this left one I actually quite like. It's quite unique. Now it has got transparent material, as you can see, going over the top of the arm plate here, and it has a nice glow travelling through underneath. And this is fully shadable, and as you can tell, there is actually a slight tint applied to like this cover over here. As you can see, it just slightly tints a bit. You can't like, you know, get rid of the transparency, and that's something I quite like. I would like Bungie to incorporate more like transparent bits into sets. That would be like quite a cool addition. And in case any of you are wondering, here's the Lightkin arms compared to it. Now I like the Lightkin arms because they're not as asymmetrical, and I do quite like the fur, although on the Titan I don't think the fur looks as good as on the Hunter or the Warlock. So here, moving on to the chest plate. It has got a bit of bulk to it. It's not too bad though. It's actually quite nice. Most of the bulky look to it mainly comes from the mark. The chest plate alone isn't actually that bulky. As you can see with a different mark, it isn't that bulky on the bottom here, so it is very nice. Now obviously in a like steampunk look, I'd probably go with Scatterhorn over this for like a steampunk look, to be honest with you. These definitely aren't the best options to go with, but they still look really nice with these nice details The glow actually goes all the way up to the back here, as you can see, and then these slight glow lines come through the chest plate here. But yeah, overall it's not a bad design. This back look sort of looks like a jetpack to me, sort of look. It does come off with that sort of look though. It could be really cool, some steampunk looks. And then here's the lightkin, in case any of you are wondering. Again, it does add the fur, although I don't really like it. And compared to like the ornament, this shade is really awkwardly again. Like when you see with the ornament here, it shades perfectly. Now moving on to the boots, as you can see, they're very weird looking. Here's the normal lightkin. You can see where they like got some inspiration with it, with like the knee pads here. But overall, I do think I prefer the normal ones, just because I really don't like how these knees are designed. It's extremely unique, and it is quite cool that they did try something like this. Although I think for me personally, I just don't like how it weirdly curves here, and it just has these knee pads just sticking out. Although they do shade it very nicely, there doesn't appear to be any glow whatsoever on them, so you could incorporate it into other pieces other than this, which like don't even use a glow. Now the mark is something I absolutely love. The only issue you'll really find with this mark is the fact that it's quite bulky on the waist here. I love the wire design again, just coming through with nice colours flowing throughout. It's just really nice overall. And then here is the lightkin, in case any of you wanted a comparison to the normal armour. Obviously this adds some fur, and to be honest with you, you can make your choice with this. I don't think it's that bad whatsoever, this mark. I would have liked it if it like came across a bit more at the back with the lightkin. Just having a bit more fur would have been nice. So yeah, the armour overall is quite nice, quite very well detailed. All these sets seem to be extremely well made and very thought through in terms of like the flow of the entire set. Now one exotic I do want to show you all is the Stronghold, as you can try and make this work with this set. So you could try and work with some of the colours, but I think the armour design can really pair quite nicely together. And I know some of you may want to see what the sight and ramparts look like. To be honest with you, I don't think they work with this armour whatsoever, mainly because how like the arms are designed. They look like they're designed for slimmer armour than this, not really like the big bulk of it. So yeah, even with shaders it doesn't really match that well. But anyways, I'm going to be showing you all some like quite common shaders, and I will be making an extra video in the future showing even more shaders you can use with this set. So anyways, moving into the first shaders, the new Crucible shader for reaching rank 10 in Valor. I don't mind this red at all. The only thing I don't like is that on the arms here, on the rest of the arm it flows really well, but on the arms it shades differently on both sides. You will find this because there is plating on one with cloth, and then on the other end is wire, so that's the only issue you'll come across with when using these arms. Here is Armature from last season's pass. Really nice. I absolutely love the arms here with this gold glow coming through. Here is Abyssinian Gold, which can sometimes be sold in the brightest store. Here is Horizon's Blush from the Season of the Hunt pass. Here is Carbon Blood, which can sometimes be sold in the brightest store. Now this is one time where I think it looks really good, even though it's differently shaded on both sides of the arms. If you can try and match like the wire end with like the cloth and plating, it won't look as bad. Then here we have Horizons Beyond from the Season of Arrivals pass. Here's Rivalry Resolute. Can't create an all white on this set due to there being cloth, which makes it blue. Then here's Amethyst Veil, which can sometimes be sold in the brightest store. It's a nice, very dark colour. Does have some blues coming through, although it isn't as bad as the Hunter set with the blue. Then here's 44 Steel for a nice steampunk look. This can sometimes be sold in the brightest store and can also drop from Eververse engrams. And then finally I'll be going over some shaders from the Glimmer bundle in the Eververse archive. So use Descent of X Chrome for a nice rusted look. Use Precursive X Chrome as offset nice colours with some nice white glows as well. Here is Monochromatic, offering nice white and black. Here is Arctic Pearl, offering a nice purple and white. And for some reason with Arctic Pearl this also does not glow. Here is Metro Shift on the set, which is a bit shinier. Has a bit of a different texture on the blacks, and the blue pops through a bit more, and also the glow does not seem to come through either. And here's Golden Trace, which for some reason doesn't glow either. Now it does glow on the Hunter. We did have issues with the Contender set where it didn't glow properly, so this might be a bug. We'll just have to wait and see what Bungie say though. So yeah, that is pretty much the Titan set. If there are any shaders that you want me to cover, I will be making another shaders video for this set in the future. But yeah, that is pretty much the Titan set. Now moving on to the final set, which is for the Warlock. So here it is. I'll show you now the Lightkin pieces with it as well. This is where I personally prefer some of the Lightkin over this. Now I'm going to be going over each of the pieces quickly and then also be showing you some of the shaders. So this helmet here, personally, I've seen a lot of people do like it, but I really don't like this. I don't like the wing design on the arms here. It does have a bit of glow on the back of the head here, but personally I really don't like this helmet. And then here is the lightkin as well. I don't like either of them. I just don't like how they're designed personally, although personally I would pick this over the other one. Now with this ornament you will also have to work with some cloth pieces here, although it shaders really nicely. We do have a mixture though of the cloth coming over the head here with some glowing eyes. Now the arms, the highlight for me. I really love the transition from the arms to the robes here. They flow so well together, and that's why I really like them. And it's got like some nice cloth with shoulder plate in here. They're all very like similar design, with all of them having like the left arm have all wired up, with the right arm having cloth and plating. And again the same sort of plating on the knuckles here with a glow going through. But I just love how it all transitions so nicely together. But yeah, these can definitely work on their own with like some other pieces. But in case any of you want to see the other one, use the lightkin, add in some fur. I personally much prefer this. You can easily pair this with the Lexio arms as well, as I will show you in a sec. But we're going to quickly move on to the robes. So as you can see, they're quite nice looking. I actually really like these robes. They shade up very well. They have a nice look to them, although personally I do prefer the lightkin. It's just a much better set of robes. It has a really nice fur on the top here, which just shaders so well. And then on the boots here, these are actually just nice design in general. Even if I was using them in a Lexio set, you can really try and pair these like boots quite well together with some other pieces. These are mainly just cloth though, and don't have any like glow lines on it, which is nice because you can make it match with so many other pieces then. And then obviously, as you can see here, it's just a metal plate with a cloth coming over, creating marks. Really well made on Bungie's behalf. All these sets here, even the lightkin pieces are really well designed for base gear. And then obviously the bond here, it's just fully transparent. I don't think this is anything special whatsoever. I doubt a lot of people are going to use this. Most people will probably end up switching this out for like a glow piece. For example, Forbidden Visage, obviously the Celestial as well, and the Lux, or even the Contender here. There's pretty much like much better pieces you can try and pair with this. Now as for pieces that can work really well with this, I forgot to take off Techno Fusion, but as you can see with the full Ritualism shader, the new exotic boots for the Warlock really suit well with this armor. These also work really well with the lightkin pieces, so you know these are really nice to pair. If you are looking for like some nice robes to go with these boots, then I'd highly recommend this. And I also know a lot of you like the Geomags, so use the Electromag Stabilizers ornament with the boots, with the robes. With the whole set with the glow lines, I think it's a perfect match. Although it's going to be hard working with the thighs here with how like they're designed. Here is the normal look in case any of you are wondering. You can sort of try and make a match together. Although if you don't have the glow ornament, then obviously I think the fur one is much better to pair with them. But anyways, this time we move on to some shaders with this set. Now I will be making another video showing more shaders on this set here. I'm just going to be showing you some of the most popular shaders on this armor. So I quickly want to show you some of the new seasonal ones. Here's the new Crucible one for reaching rank 10 in Valor. Overall this set shaders extremely well, and it's going to be very easy to work with as a lot of the pieces are cloth here, so it's very easy to flow together. Here's Techno Fusion and Ritualism. Ritualism's just the default look for the ornament, and both of these are from the pass. Here is Armature from last season's pass. Here is Abyssinian Gold, which can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store. Here is Horizons Beyond from the Season of the Hunt pass. This shade is like one of my favourites for a scavenger set, and it's probably one of the best for this set here. Here is Carbon Blood with mainly white. This is due to the cloth, like I said, and the tube in here, and it offers a really nice white glow. And this can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store. Then we have Horizons Beyond from the Season of Arrivals pass, with a nice light blue glow going throughout. Here is Rivalry Resolute, and again because of the cloth it goes blue and not a full white. Here is Amethyst Veil, and almost all blue with some nice purple glows, and this can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store. And here is 44 Steel, which is from Eververse Engrams, which can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store, and this is really nice for a steampunk look. Now these next few shaders are from the 1000 Glimmer bundle in the Eververse archive. So here's Descendant X Chrome for a nice rusted look. Here is Precursive X Chrome for a nice lighter look to the set. Here is Metro Shift, which is like more of a blue, just basically Amethyst Veil but with more of a blue popping through. Here's Monochromatic, which is nice white and black, and Golden Trace, which adds more carbon fibre with a bit of gold. And then finally we have Arctic Pearl with a nice purple, with a white on the cloth and white on the glow. But yeah, don't forget to comment down below any shaders you want to see me you want to see me use with this set or any of the other 2 sets, as I will be making more shader videos with these sets and showing you more unique looks that you can create with them. I just really wanted to show more of the used shaders so people better understand how a shaders, because I know not everyone has like the rarest shaders in the game. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Let me know what you think of all the sets in the comments below, and please consider subscribing and dropping a like. It took me a lot of time and grinding to be able to get to 97 this quickly, so I'd really appreciate any support on the video. But yeah guys, expect shader videos for these sets to come very soon. Thank you all so much for the incredible support lately on all the videos. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.